Hello, my name is Corey Stone, aka Stony, aka Quasar. I'm going to be talking today about my experiences as an underground independent hip hop artist in Omaha, Nebraska. I'm going to be going over shows I've done, artists I've collaborated with, and I guess, yeah, people I've opened up for as well, and just a bunch of my experiences about being an underground independent hip hop artist in Omaha, Nebraska. So when I was 15, I asked for turntables for Christmas, and so I got a couple turntables and a mixer. So that's really where it began. I quickly began, as I lived in my grandma's house, I began throwing parties in the basement. And back then it was mainly vinyl. I didn't play any CDs really, it was just all vinyl. And I did have a CD player eventually, a dual CD player, but I remember starting that way when I was 15 and did that and recorded music with friends. Kind of didn't really record as much, but I did. I did eventually get a keyboard and started making my own beats and stuff when I was about 16, 17. When I was old enough to go into the bar, into venues really, I began DJing at a club called Hideout. Went to Shea Riley's, it was on 72nd and Dodge Street. I probably did a couple hundred shows there. It seems like, at least. We were there every week, maybe a couple times a week. And at that point, I was doing shows for free. Really, I didn't even know anything about the business, so I was really young, stupid, naive, and I was doing shows for free. I was DJing hip hop shows, live hip hop shows for free with artists on there, just so I could get in and just be in the atmosphere, because that's what I loved. So I had this band that I really, it was my favorite band growing up from the time I was in middle school, and up until my late teens, where they're called Cottonmouth Kings from California. And I ended up doing a couple shows with some of the artists. One was Saint Dog, rest in peace. It was on April 2nd and April 3rd, long time ago. This was maybe, 18 years ago or so, 17 years ago or something like that, when I did these shows with Saint Dog. It was a pretty cool experience. I remember we did one on April 2nd here in Omaha, and then we all drove to Sioux City to do a show in Sioux City, on April 3rd, and that was my birthday. So that was a pretty cool experience, getting to see and talk to and do a show with one of my favorite artists from one of my favorite groups. It actually, a lot more came out of that. I did send my music one time to DJ Bobby B, which was Cottonmouth Kings DJ. This was when MySpace was around, and I excuse me, I sent him the song that I just made called My Life, and it ended up getting ripped off. Johnny Richter from the Cottonmouth Kings ended up making a song about 6 months later, putting it out, called My Life. Then he renamed it to Evolution, and it has the same beat, just remade. So that was pretty. I didn't really know what to do, as a huge fan, and seeing my song was ripped off and getting no credit for it. I kind of stopped listening to them. Stopped being I've opened such a up big for fan. many artists, a lot of big artists, and there's a few that really stand out. Lil Flip, because he was kind of a pretty big artist when I was in high school, so getting to do a show with him was really cool, being personal and talking to him and everything else. Also, Tech Nine, I did a show in Arizona, and I also opened up for Jelly Roll here about 6 years ago in Lincoln, Nebraska. And I also have a song with Jelly Roll. But so, kind of an experience from the Tech Nine show in Arizona. There was about, when we went up, there was about 1,500 people. It was during COVID, so it was taking a long time for people to get in the gates there. They all had to be tested, so that was kind of a thing that stopped people from being there while we performed. But we were there in front of about 1,500, and we performed. I DJ'd for a buddy of mine, and it was a great experience. Only bad experience was the baggage. We had to pay. It was $600 for my turntable and mixer to be shipped there to get claimed, and then TSA actually ended up taking apart my mixer and ruining it, kind of ruining parts. One of the channels effects wasn't working, but thankfully it all did work perfectly at the show, so it didn't start working until after I got home and realized they really kind of messed it up. Another cool story with Jelly Roll. I actually have a song with him. I bought a verse from him about 15 so years ago. I bought it from his manager for about $250, and so I remade it. I ended up opening up for him for Jelly Roll about 6 years ago in front of about 1,000 people at the Bourbon Theater in Lincoln. And that was an experience of my lifetime, definitely really cool. I ended up messaging him on Facebook after a while after the show, maybe a year or so after the show. I emailed him and told him that I opened up for him. And I have a song with him, if you didn't remember, and I know he doesn't know because I just bought it from the manager. I bought the verse. So he told me that I could remake it. So I remade it, and I'm actually going to remake it again because he's stepped into heights of fame that's I never imagined would happen. But so he told me I could remake it, and I'm now actually remaking it with Capadonna from the Wu-Tang Clan. That's another cool experience that I've had. I met Wu-Tang Clan's manager about 15 so years ago, and he likes my scratching and my music, and so I've never asked anything of him, but I asked him to promote my Jelly Roll song, so this is a really exciting thing. He is Wu-Tang Clan's manager, and he owns his own label called Straight Up Entertainment, and he actually asked me to be a part of Straight Up Entertainment. So I don't know what that entails. Nothing's really happened so far, but he is going to help promote my new Jelly Roll song with Capadonna from Wu-Tang Clan. So I'm going to have a song with a Wu-Tang member and Jelly Roll in the same song, which is pretty cool. Never in my life did I think I'd have a song with the hottest artist in the game right now, but that's just kind of things that happen when you keep pursuing what you love. It's a market, and there's millions of people in it, that you eventually start meeting people, and if you do the right things, you're in the right place at the right time, great things can happen. So those are some of my experiences of being an underground hip-hop artist, independent hip-hop artist in Omaha, Nebraska. Thank you for watching.